Okay, let's see here. Okay, we are live. Okay, another week of the Xbox community complaining about shit that doesn't matter to them. Another day of Xbox fanboys scraping at the bottom of the barrel for ammo. And I am the Titanfall Princess. Welcome here to Here We Go with that CHIT again, episode 1. Okay, the podcast where I voice my problems. Okay, that's what this is going to be with the gaming community and leave the PG rated shit out the door. Okay, it's out the door. That's what's going to happen. So let's get started. Some of our panel members, one dipped out to the store. He'll be here, and the other one, we don't know. So we're going to get started. You know who I am. Like I said, the Titanfall Princess. And Craig, introduce yourself.
Hey, what's happening? It is Craig Harris, the Messiah of Xbox. What is happening, everybody? Glad to be here on the first episode of this thing. I heard somebody snort. Is that
me?
Oh, okay.
I had to know that was fatal.
Yeah. But yeah, so glad to be here. Thanks for the invite, Princess.
No problem. No, you're welcome every week. If you're around, because you're like me and fatal and sick. Well, unfortunately, didn't make it yet. You're like us. You don't put up with the bullshit. So you tell it straight how it is. So that's what I want on this podcast. That's what I want on this show. Like I said, this show is not going to be a very long one like our podcast that's on Thursdays. This is just to get shit out and move on. Okay, so go ahead, Fatal, introduce yourself.
All right, guys, what's going on? I'm your boy, Fatal. And by the way, Craig, I need your Messiah blessing, dude, because I have committed an awful sin today.
Yes, my son. I got the blue robe of truth on, and I'm ready.
Okay, good. We'll talk about that later.
Yes, sir.
That was your intro?
Yeah.
Yeah, please. That was late for you, Fatal. Come on. Come on.
I will agree, but trust me, if you have seen the things I saw today, you would understand.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that. All right. So let's get into this. Now, before I get onto the single topic of crossplay and Fortnite, something else has been brewing in the gaming community involving Crapgamer. His recent stance on being critical of Xbox, which is actually surprising me as well. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to act like the rest of those people and praise Crapgamer for being critical of Xbox. This is a YouTuber who doesn't game, has stolen reviews, so credibility right now there is gone, in my opinion. Okay, and it's out the fucking window. This is by the way, Bear, I don't know if you heard me. This ain't no PG podcast. This is real. Okay, so and number 2,
easy peasy for me.
No, it's not PG for you either. You go for it. And number 2 is it took him 5 years or better to wake up and actually say something that some of us will agree with him on. Okay, now, like I said last week on my show about Next Gen 720, if I see that someone's putting actual effort behind something, then I'm fine with it. And when I say effort, I mean back up the shit you're saying. That's what I mean by effort. Okay, and stop making the gaming community look bad. There are too many YouTubers. Listen to me, YouTubers. Oh shit! Those traffic lights got me. I can't even talk now. Those YouTubers podcasting about games, but we don't see them playing nothing. We don't see them taking on challenges or anything. But we see them podcast and spread misinformation on Twitter all the time. So these are my problems with this Crapgamer stuff going around. And I guess we'll see how long it's going to last. Now, King Mega, on the other hand, is saying some of the dumbest fucking shit I've heard on YouTube. He's one of the last Xbox warriors still waving that green fucking flag. Hey. Still damage controlling, okay? I talked to him personally on Xbox Live before, Okay. Guess he's going to have a few more rough years ahead of him just based on his direction he's going. I want to see if you guys have any thoughts on this, because I don't really actually watch BGST because people tell me about shit. Okay. I'm not subbed to any of these channels, but I do see things on Twitter feed, and that's where I see it. So who wants to go first on that one?
Fatal, go ahead, brother.
Okay, so I think a lot of these YouTubers now, that the names that you mentioned, I don't like mentioning their names because I lose brain cells every time I fucking do. I think a lot of these people that are sitting there criticizing Microsoft, it's way too late for them to be doing it, because they should have been doing it since the very offset when they already saw that Sony was putting that fucking boot in their ass. However, let's be honest here, people, man. If Microsoft goes out at E3 this year and announces fucking Halo 6 and maybe something else, they're going to go right back to their old fucking ways, praising Microsoft once again like nothing ever happened. This is going to be a phase, people. A phase. Because what they're doing right now, they've seen that it was not working, so now they're going to try this whole entire fucking thing of like, you know what, man? Let's sit there and, you know, they listen to us as Rapid Fan bots, right? Let's see what they're going to do, and let's see if we change our opinions and make it do like a little fake thing kind of thing, like what they're doing with the whole cross-play bullshit. It's all a gimmick. That's all it is in my eyes. Just wait till E3, and I know I'm making that I know I'm saying that as a joke, but I'm telling you, these motherfuckers are going to turn around, and they're going to do the exact same fucking shit like nothing ever happened when E3 rolls around, when Halo 6 gets announced. Mark my words. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah.
I believe what you're saying, because that's why I said, let's see how long this is going to last.
Yep.
Because I agree with you, you know, and I don't agree with everybody, but that's why I said before, let's see how long this is going to last. Just because you say one thing, don't mean this shit's going to last. So you're absolutely right. You're right about that. When E3 comes around, they're probably going to be waving that flag again.
Yep. That's that. I'm telling you, that's exactly what's going to fucking happen with these freaking ex-twats that are out there running their mouths about shit, dude. And it's coming out and saying, oh, you know, we want games on our system, even though when Microsoft does announce a said game, like Age of Empires, but it's not coming to the Xbox because no one's going to buy it on the fucking Xbox because RTS games don't sell well on the Xbox. Outside from myself, maybe a small little group of people that would play it. Being mad about something like that when that game's been on the fucking PC before the Xbox was ever a fucking brand to begin with. Nah, man. Fucking, yeah, I'm telling you, man. These people out here that are running their mouths on Twitter, running their mouths in fucking videos, dude, talking all this shit. And I know who the people that you were talking about too as well on Twitter that are not giving Microsoft their dues, that are literally DCing every fucking thing that Microsoft does. Those people, man, those people need to take that fucking defense course, fucking connect shit that I showed people yesterday, man, on fucking Xbox, dude. That's what those motherfuckers need.
Yeah.
Okay. And we got Sick Humor in. Welcome.
What up? What up, Sick?
Now, I don't know. We were just talking about basically, I don't know if you heard it or were listening about you know, basically Crapgamer finally coming out and saying something, you know, critical about the Xbox, but other people, you know, like K-Mega and shit are not, like, still waving the green flag and just acting stupid on Twitter and saying dumb shit. That's, you know, that's what, you know, we were talking about. Giving our opinion on that stuff.
Okay. I mean, how long can you know, play that role of being just this mindless Xbox fanboy? I mean, how long does it work for you? I mean, how long before you actually have to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, okay, am I really like fucking almost 40 years old doing this dumb shit? You know what I'm saying?
I think some of these people are older than that.
Yeah, but I mean, are you really? I mean, come on, the shit that you say, it doesn't even make sense. Like, at some point, you have to look at the things that you say and say, "Wow, do I really want to be remembered for saying this nonsense?" I mean, but controversy sells as well. So if he goes against the grain, he probably gonna get more views. That's kind of how that shit goes. As far as that K-Mega dude, I did see a clip that somebody put up, and basically he was just like, I guess he's okay with everything that's going on. He's like, you want to have your candy and cookies too. I mean, I get what he meant, but it just didn't come out the right way. But I don't know, man. Like, hey, if they wanna champion this brand into the ground, go ahead.
Exactly. What about you, Craig? What does the Messiah have to say?
Well, I don't disagree for the simple fact that I did listen to that podcast, and I agree with a lot of what they're saying. It's just, it feels hollow. Bottom line is that, yeah, they, a couple of weeks ago, and I said this on my own podcast, Crapgamer did a video. It was one-on-one with Next Gen, and he said, look, he'll play Xbox until his fingers fall off, but Xbox is never going to win. Now, that was about as conciliatory as you can get. Now, where was that at a few years ago? And if you've listened to their podcast, they are saying, yeah, we were thinking of ways to try to damage control what Microsoft was doing. I mean, they actually were having damage control strategy sessions. So they were spilling the beans in front of everybody. And I actually agree with what K Mega or L Mega, whatever you want to call him, said. You got people either are going to accept what the Xbox is, or they're going to push what they want it to be. Now, the reason why there's consternation is because you have a group that are pushing it to be something that it's not. They're like, because now they're saying, well, I paid $500,000 and I want a game that's going to show the prowess of the system. And it's like, well, the game that I've seen do that is Forza 7 Motorsports. That's a 4K native 60 frame per second game. Yes, I know people are going to say that, well, it's a racing game. And you're right, it is, but that's a first party game. Then they have the Gears of War, then they brag about, well, it has a 1080p 60 mode. But so does Metal Gear 5 on the PlayStation is 1080p 60. It's already there. That was in 2015, 14, whenever that game came out. So it's so, as far as what they're saying is that, and what I agree with K Mega for is that he's accepted the Xbox, it seems like, for what it is. And it's like, look, you can't say we want to see games. Then when you get shown a game, in this case it was Sea of Thieves, throw a bitch fit, because all right, they're showing a game. They said they'll come back next month to do something else. Well, they'll probably talk about State of Decay. So it's just, that's what they're doing. So accept what they're doing. If you have an X, or I have an X, I accepted it months ago. It does a little bit more. So it doesn't do what they said it was going to do. And they don't have any studios to show the prowess, except for Forza 7, which again it's one of the best looking driving games out there. I'm not going to say it's a good game, because compared to Gran Turismo, it's trash. It's straight trash.
Garbage.
Yeah. But it's a better looking game and performing game than Project Cars 2, which is a third-party game. So that's, and again, another thing is, and I like Project Cars too. I mean, my God, they got barometric pressure. You go up in the mountains, your car drives differently. That's unheard of in a lot of racing games. But overall, that's what I'm hearing now, is that it has no games, which is something that, Princess, I've heard you say for a year. At least I've heard Fatal has come on my podcast. It got no games. Now they're saying it. And the fact that they want Xbox to do what Sony is doing, as far as just show them something. Like Sick was saying a few hours ago, they've done a 180, a 360. So that just tells you that what Sony did was perfect. So Sony marketed everything perfectly. Here are the games we're working on. This is for the shareholders, so that every time that Sony shows something new, their stock goes up, because they're creating something new. So, but that's what you got right now with that podcast. And so shout out to those guys that now they see what everybody else has been saying. And also, you may have noticed that their views are down. When you look at their view counter, it is down. So a lot of people have tuned them out. So, and they're going to keep tuning them out till, like Six said, and Fatal said too, E3 is going to happen. And as soon as they show Halo
6, yep.
Yeah, and Gears.
And the Xbox is such a great console again.
Yeah, Ori and the Blind Forest, or whatever Ori is going to be called, which again, they can show Code Vein. again, that's fine. They should have a release date for Black Desert. Hopefully by the end of this month, they'll announce a release date. So yeah, it's going to be right back to, oh, we knew they would do it. We'll get what they showed. I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, that's what's going to happen. So that's why I call them a bunch of front row riders. That's why they got that name.
No, say it the right way. Say it the right way.
That is the right way, isn't it?
Oh, no, I thought you said something else before that. Usually there's a couple cuss words in there.
Oh. Yeah, that's why
that's why I said earlier, this ain't going to last long. They're going to be right back out there, waiting for. But they got to realize some of those games that when they show at E3 that are coming out, like you said, like the Forzas and Gears on, we expect that already.
Yeah.
What we knew, something different, not the same stuff. I ain't saying they ain't got nothing at all to play. I never said that, but they ain't got enough. And I've been finding little things to do, but it's not like you said. Sony did it all right, and now they want Xbox to do it right.
I'm making a prediction right now that you're going to see Left 4 Dead 3 be a console launch exclusive on Xbox.
That's cool.
That's not gonna happen. Gabe Newell don't fuck with Microsoft like that.
Well, he did last gen.
Yeah, and that's when they fell out.
Well, sort of. They still released Portal 2 and shit like that. I could see it happening. I honestly can really see it happening.
I don't see it happening.
Hey, we'll see what comes when it comes to E3, and we'll see what happens, man. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, hey, whatever. I'll admit that I'm wrong because that's what I do up in this fucking bitch. But the thing of it is that with all the rumors surfacing around the interwebs, it seems like like going back to that Polygon shit all over again, dude. Man, it's like, oh, Polygon, fucking Microsoft is out there might be buying Valve and EA. What? I'm like, that makes no sense. That makes no fucking sense. Buying IPs from these companies or exclusive deals or whatever you want to call it behind the scenes, yes, that's more plausible. But buying them outright, Polygon, man, please shut down your website because you guys suck.
I think that they probably went to EA and got it. I mean, look, they already showed Anthem last E3 on the Microsoft stage, so I'm sure I'm sure they're going to have, like you said, some kind of deal. Yeah, they may come out with some. That's what I'm going with. Some kind of deal with EA. So, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I just think, unfortunately, yes, because now you got cats attacking them because they created all these people, by telling them what they wanted to hear, not telling them what they needed to know. And now these people are like, they're lashing out at them. And it's like, well, if you guys aren't going to be positive all the time like you all used to, this is getting depressing. It's like, yeah, well, it's not there. There's no more rooms to go in and build something to damage control. Okay, it's
I mean, to be fair, when you really look at the bigger picture of things too, as well, Microsoft is technically Sega to an extent. When Sega was like hot off the heels of the Genesis, when Saturn came out, and so on and so forth, when they weren't doing so hot, that's essentially what Microsoft is in the current situation right now. But another thing is, I don't know why I made that reference. I just did. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Sick. Speaking of Sega, wasn't it them fucking back when they were coming out with the original Xbox when they went to Sega for hardware advice?
Yep.
Okay. What if that meeting? What if that picture that we saw on Twitter a couple of weeks back or a month ago back? What if that's all that fucking reference is there for? What if Microsoft went back to Sega and said, hey, look, you know what, man? We want your advice for our next gen console.
They would be fools because Sega failed miserably with that.
It's fucking Sega, so I wouldn't be fucking surprised, right? I mean, these are the motherfuckers that green lit fucking Sonic fucking boom.
Facts.
Surprised. There you go. But jokes aside, pushing that aside for a moment though. Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Well, let's move on then to like the main topic of one of the things I want to talk about, which was 2 nights ago, I had a conversation with Tim Dog about crossplay. Okay. Now I'm gonna keep it real. You have people like Bolt Eastwood, Dealer Gaming, and the rest of the Xbox warriors out there crying about shit once again that shouldn't matter to them, like crossplay. Especially when I'm saying that these guys haven't beaten games. probably don't play Fortnite at all, but want to bitch about it. That's where I have my problem. They want to bitch about it. That's where my problem lays with them. Okay, and you also and when you confront the Xbox warriors and ask them, why does crossplay matter to you when you're not even playing games? They come up with this bullshit ass excuse of gamer scores don't matter. That had nothing to do with shit. These are the same people getting paid on YouTube for covering gaming topics and talking like they actually game. But of course, gamer score doesn't matter, people. It doesn't matter. Even beating games doesn't matter. So that's my first problem. My second problem is where we all what was it? I lost my train of thought. Oh shit. Where was all the outrage last gen when games like Defiance were supposed to have crossplay? Sony reached out to Microsoft on a few games, and Microsoft didn't want it. Okay,
Facts.
they did not want crossplay at all. But suddenly this gen, when Sony says the same thing after being the first to reach out, it's a problem. That's what my second problem is.
Yeah.
We're seeing a fake outrage of people, okay? Now, none of these Xbox warriors give a damn about crossplay. We all know that. They don't care what it, what it could mean for gaming. They don't. Remember, these are the same people that bash the PlayStation community every day. These are the same people who aren't even supporting their own games. Okay.
Amen.
Now, would I mind crossplay with Xbox? It depends on how it's set up. I'm gonna be honest. It depends on how it's set up. But it doesn't really matter to me when I already own all these consoles, so it doesn't matter. Okay. I'm seeing Xbox warriors begging for PlayStation games now. Okay, and praising games coming to the Xbox that already wasn't exclusive to the PlayStation. And now, when Uncle Phil brings up something about crossplay, these frauds out there are outraged. Kiss my motherfucking Irish ass, people. Seriously. Those are my thoughts. What are your guys' thoughts on this issue of crossplay and now how they're bitching when Sony reached out last gen and they didn't want shit to do with it?
Well, you know what? They always cry about media bias, right? That's the one constant that we've gotten this entire generation, right? But the thing about it is, it's usually the people who are crying foul who aren't really experiencing the bullshit, right? Now, the reason why I say this is simply because of how much media coverage did all of this get when Microsoft said, nope, fuck it, Sony, we're not cross-playing. I believe it was Final Fantasy 11 or 12 or some shit like that. They refused to cross-play with that. They refused to cross-play with, like you said, with Defiance. They refused cross-play even this generation with Final Fantasy 14. You know what I'm saying? But all of a sudden, when Microsoft or when an executive at Microsoft makes a big stink about it, every goddamn website is covering this shit, talking about Sony need to get on their heels with the crossplay. And like you said, nobody's going to really be affected by crossplay simply because you have 35 million Xbox players, you have 70 whatever million PlayStation players, and if that's not enough for you to have people to play with, then I don't know what the fuck you're looking for. When it comes to crossplay, half of the time you're not gonna even know who the fuck you're cross-playing with. I've got Rocket League on the Switch, and that definitely has crossplay in effect. But you don't know who the fuck you're playing with. You don't know what system they're on. You don't know anything about the people that you're cross-playing with. So I don't even know why people are making this such a big fucking deal, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I said earlier, and I saw your thing with Tim Dog, and I said something earlier to Psycho Gamer, and I said it on Twitter. I said Apple does not share tech with Google for Android phones. They're not called anti-consumer. Marvel, Disney isn't anti-consumer because they won't put DC characters, Batman and Superman, whatever, in their Marvel movies. That's not, but somehow Sony's anti-consumer because they don't want to do crossplay. Again, the complaining is coming because they don't have access to the games. And instead of them and like I said, I played Fort Pub last night. I just jumped on. I had no problem. There were like 100 people in that room. So I don't know why they were having issues getting games. But I challenged the PlayStation community. Go ahead, tweet the fake P3 and say, we want to do crossplay on Halo and Gears. Just bring that to the Sony platform, and then we'll all be playing. Because I think like Six, right, the reason why it's being covered by the so-called media is because it's coming from the bitching's coming from an executive level. You usually don't see high-level executives complaining because we all want to play together. But ultimately, it's Sony's what they're doing, like Six said earlier in the podcast, it's brilliant what Microsoft is doing because they're trying to turn popular opinion through social media against Sony so that they can get access to the games. And I've tried to tell people, Microsoft won't stop there. They want access to MLB The Show because that's what they want. They are under heavy pressure for MLB The Show. They'll go there. So I think Sony should walk out on stage at E3 and say, we won't cross-play with Microsoft, but we want Gears of War 4 or the Gears series and the Halo series. Then we'll cross-play with you. So give us a call. And that will end everything. That's a drop the mic moment. Phil has to make a choice. Put those games on the PlayStation or shut up.
Phil would be like, "Oh shit, I didn't see that coming."
Because that's what I would do. I would say, look, either we're going to do crossplay with you guys, but we're going to use your games. So you want it so bad, you're going to put Gears on our system. You're going to put Halo on our system. Then we'll crossplay with you. But until then, shut up. Yep. You know, you're in third place, and you don't get to dictate to us what we're going to do. You can't go to McDonald's and get a Whopper. That's, you know, even though that's better for the consumer. That's better for the consumer. I should go to McDonald's and get a Whopper.
Whopper over a Big Mac, that's debatable.
Yeah, that is debatable. But, you know, I can't, you know, so, and guess what? It's all about them wanting access, but Sony knows Microsoft's, and people don't know Microsoft's history. They will use one game, and then they will keep pushing. Well, you did it with this game. Why don't you do it with this game? That's what they will start doing, you know. And that's, you know, so it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. And shout out to Randall Thor real quick because he did a wonderful, wonderful video on it yesterday.
The cross-platform play with Fortnite, as far as PS4 goes, Sony, this is basically just Sony turning around and saying, look, we came to you last gen for, you know, Defiance. And I think at one point they wanted to do Final Fantasy 14 as well, which is why the Xbox still does not have that game yet. And all Sony is doing now is say, hey, look, you came last gen and we asked you and you said no. Now it's our turn to tell you no. That simple. That fucking simple, man. And to me, it's quite sad, to be quite honest, but it really is sad. But hey, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, people, if you want to play, I mean, here's the thing, right? Even if there was, let's say if there was, right? Let's say Halo 5 and let's say fucking, I don't know, say Gears 4 would ever go multi-plat to Sony and crossplay was ever a thing. I would kill to see fucking Sony fans whip that ass in a fucking multiplayer match. Then what's going to happen? Are they going to sit up there on Twitter and say, oh man, crossplay sucks. We don't want this no more. Like, bitch,
probably. Probably.
Like, seriously, dude. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. But look, at the end of the day, regardless of fucking the whole crossplay thing, me personally, I don't think it's needed. It's just the fact that like they already got crossplay coming to both systems via fucking PC, Android, and mobile, whatever the case may be. Fucking deal with that. Fuck everything else, man. It's not needed. It's not needed.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. You know, it really isn't. Like you said, we already got crossplay PC.
Yep.
It's been there for
a long time. It's been there for a
long time. Okay. So, I mean, like you said, though, I agree with you. You know, if people start whooping some people in the Xbox community's ass online with a crossplay, they're like, this is bullshit. This is bullshit.
Yep.
You know, you're right. You're absolutely right about that. And I also want to bring up, there's somebody in the chat, gotta be an Xbox fanboy, going absolutely ballistic. I don't even know who it is now. Going absolutely crazy. Mad as hell, roaring up a storm in there.
Well, I'm their messiah, so there is none.
Talk to him.
I just did. They're gonna have hurt feel. Like I said, I've prescribed preparation H for them. You know, and that's pretty much all. You know, that's pretty much all I can do for you. You know.
So the people that are okay, but I seriously want to ask this guy a question, man. And I mean no disrespect at all, period. But when you're gonna sit up here in someone's chat and say, or at least fucking attempt to say, or thinking about saying that Sony is anti-consumer when it comes to not allowing cross-play, where were you last generation when Sony asked Microsoft and Microsoft said no, and you didn't say a fucking word about it? I mean, or maybe you did. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe you did. You might have said something or whatever the case may be. You just didn't, you know, whatever the case may be. But I'm generally curious to all the people that are listening to this. You cannot sit there and say that Sony is anti-consumer when your company of fucking choice that you dick ride and, you know, and stroke that plastic every night before you go to bed. Hell, even sometimes sleep with the fucking thing. You can't sit there and say they're anti-fucking consumer towards Sony when your exact company did the exact same thing last gen.
Yeah, and I can see if neither one was doing cross-platforming, but they do. They just, one does it with PC and I guess Nintendo. And Microsoft's doing it with Nintendo, and I assume they can do it with PC. So, and that's so I could. I mean, again, there's no. If they were not allowing it at all, that would make more sense. But
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Why would you need crossplay? Why is crossplay even
said in the chat?
No. I'm looking at what he's saying, but I still don't understand why it's needed. Please explain to me, if you have a game that has 100 people and you have over 30 million Xboxes out there, why do you need crossplay?
Facts. Yeah.
You have over 30 million people to play with, and it only takes 100 people to get in that match. Sometimes they started with less than 100 people, but I don't understand what this Sony is anti-consumer thing is. I mean, is Xbox anti-consumer for making you have Xbox Live to play a free-to-play game?
That's more.
Is that anti-consumer?
Ooh, low blow. Facts.
No, but I'm saying, is that anti-consumer? Is it anti-consumer that last generation Microsoft had you paying for Xbox Live Gold to freaking play Netflix? Why do you even like Microsoft at this point? If you think Sony is anti-consumer, why the fuck do you even like Xbox at this point?
Yeah, and not only that, last generation wasn't PSN free?
Yeah.
And everybody on Xbox was paying, so isn't that anti-consumer?
Yep. Oh, hold on, Craig. I got one for that one as well. Right? Afraid of competition. How is that competition? Actually, that's anti-competition. You fucking what the fuck? What is he talking about? That is anti-competition.
You're already playing with PC gamers. That's competition in its true form right there.
Y'all just put it in the best possible way that you can possibly put it, right? What you said is you can't go to Burger King and get a fucking Big Mac, just as you can't go to McDonald's and get a goddamn Whopper.
Yep.
That's where the competition is. They have something you can't get there. But if you can get everything on both systems, what the fuck? Really?
And that's what Microsoft wants. They want to be able to say you don't have to have a Nintendo Switch to play Mario. That's what they want to do.
No. These ridiculous ass people always come into the chats and they always say this dumb ass shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's almost like they don't think. They have tunnel vision. You completely ignore everything what one side does, but then at the same time, you're championing what the other side does.
I honestly think they got shit for brains. I think they got shit for brains, honestly, because what else could it be? They got like, you know, they don't even have anything. You take a towel and put it in one ear and pull it through the other. There's nothing in there.
But here's the thing. I can look at everything objectively. Mm-hmm. I can tell you when Sony is doing something fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you when something on the PC is fucked up. I can tell you when something on the Xbox is fucked up. The fact of the matter is, PlayStation, Sony, and Nintendo have been doing their thing this generation. What have they been providing that you can't get anywhere else? Not necessarily exclusive games, but they're providing great fucking games. Not every game looks like a goddamn cartoon, or some damn mosaic painting. You know what I'm saying? They give you mature rated games. Even Nintendo is giving you mature rated games. You know what I'm saying? Like all Microsoft is focusing on is service, games as a service, where you have no end to the game. And think about it like this. At what point are you going to get tired of doing the same shit over and over and over again? How many multiplayer games have completely fell off because people are like, I'm tired of doing the same shit over and over again?
Hey, Sick, hold on 1 second. You can continue in a minute. I just want to let you know I'm going to bring Mr. Officials on.
He said he's in work.
No, he said he may come.
Oh, okay. Well,
cool. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. Mr. Officials.
King Thrash Game. What you got, brother?
Yeah, King Thrash. All right, go ahead, Sick. Go ahead.
No, but that's just I've been noticing that for quite some time though, right? Like every time you hear somebody talk about Sony or you hear them talk about Nintendo, they all say the weirdest fucking shit out of their mouth. They're anti-consumer, they're anti-consumer, they're anti-consumer, but you never hear them say that Microsoft is anti-consumer, even though they've done the most anti-consumer shit. You think that Game Pass is actually giving you a deal? You think you're actually getting a value for Game Pass? Let me break this to you. You're not getting a fucking deal or a value, because if you, let's say you get Game Pass strictly to play, let's just say, I don't know, State of Decay, right? Let's say you keep State of Decay or you keep Game Pass for 8 months, right? You just pay $80 for a game that you could have got for $60 or even less, or $30. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. No, that's an excellent point. Facts.
So when you sit up here and you say what's a value, you got to think long and hard about what the fuck you're saying, because you sound fucking retarded. And the thing is nobody bring up these points. Even I haven't brought up the point because I really just don't give a fuck, because I do have Game Pass, and the value that I see in it for me is that I can try it before I decide to buy it. And what that means is I could download Sea of Thieves or whatever day one. You know what I'm saying? And if I decide that I like it, I can go out and buy that game. If I know I'm going to be playing that game for months to come, there's no way that I'm going to keep paying for Game Pass for that. That just wouldn't make sense. It's for me to try the game. If I like it, I'm going to go ahead and buy it. And then at that point, I'm going to cancel my goddamn Game Pass.
Facts.
Simple and plain.
That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said. It's a way of, you know, and like you said, you get to try it for free. Let's try it. Let's see what games we want. And if the games are of value that you want to play and you don't have it, you can go and buy it.
Absolutely.
And like you said, the value is better that way, because like you said, if you're going to have it, if you're going to be playing it for 8 months off and on, okay, you're paying $80, especially if you only pick one game. You know, now if you're playing for those 8 months, 10, 15 games, okay. But are you completing these games, or are you just like arbitrarily playing them? See, that's the other thing. I don't like people who just play, back to what I was saying before, just play a game here and there and don't, you know, don't finish it, don't complete it, you know, and start bitching about the game. They play it for 20 minutes and say, oh, the game's trash.
Well, you know what? Game Pass isn't oh, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Game Pass isn't anti-developer either, because these developers have the choice to put their game on Game Pass. So it's not like they're being forced to put their game on Game Pass. They're literally making a conscientious decision that this is something that'll be beneficial to them. And honestly, in certain cases, it probably will be. If it's a game that flops right out the gate, I can definitely see it going to Game Pass, because at least they can recuperate some type of money. You know what I'm saying? Bam! And they're going to get paid up front.
I'm thinking it's going to be a whole lot of indies and shit like that. What's up, Princess Guy? Let's get into support. What's up with it?
What up, Thrash?
I think a lot of indies on there. What's good? What's up, Fatal? Chilling. Somebody got sick mad up here. I walk into an argument and shit.
Well, no. I ain't listen, it's not even me. It's not even me being mad. It's more or less me just being tired of the dumb shit, dog. Like, don't call something for one platform and don't call it for the next, dude. Like if you're gonna talk shit equally. You know what I'm saying? Like, do that. But I don't want to hear.
Dude, not to interrupt you there. So, the chat said that Microsoft is winning. State of Decay 2 is coming, and so is something called Sea of Thieves. It's like, okay, well, you do know that Ni no Kuni 2, God of War, Detroit Become Human, MLB The Show, all that's coming out here in the next 65 to 100 days.
Right.
Well, like I said before, Craig, these people got shit for brains. They got shit for brains.
So they're winning at losing. I'll give you that. They're winning at getting their ass kicked. I ain't seen an ass whooping like this. Well, since I don't know the early, 2016 when they got out. So you're right. It's over.
No lie, I just finished making a video saying this is the worst console generation I've ever seen out of all console generations. Like out of all consoles, bro. And I know that sounds harsh, but if you think about it, they went from the top with 360, had all this shit, all these endorsements, all these marketing deals, Call of Duty, all that, to come into this generation and not have a single game define what an Xbox One is. You know what I'm saying? No console hasn't had a game that didn't define that system. You know what I'm saying? Sonic's even Sega CD had Sonic CD. Define that shit.
Facts.
Xbox One doesn't have that game that you need an Xbox One for. The best thing about the Xbox One is Xbox 360 games, and that's just the cold part about it, man.
Facts. That's the facts right there.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, I State of Decay 2 will flop, but what Microsoft is going to do is they will count the download of State of Decay. They'll count that as a sale, or they'll count it as user engagement. Oh, this many users engaged us with this or with Sea of Thieves.
Just because you download don't mean you played it. That's not an engagement.
The engagement is you, I guess, clicking accept or whatever it says, or you hit that green button on your Xbox. Yeah, that's your engagement. Yeah, you're right. They won't count as hours of gameplay, but there's your engagement. They'll say this many people engaged and this many hours, and they shot this many cannons on Sea of Thieves, and they found this many 4K chickens, and it's just that's what they're going to do. And I've accepted it. I don't mind. My Xbox is fine. But it's not a PlayStation. It's not a Switch, and the fact that Switch may overtake them as far as money, as far as the money that they're going to be making. That's bad, man. I mean, that thing is a year old, and they're already projected to overtake you in another 15 months. That's bad, man.
Now that we got King Thrash here, we had a first topic. I wanted to ask you what were your thoughts on that Crapgamer shit?
Who, me?
Yeah, King.
Oh, no, say that again. My bad. I'm setting up some things at the same time.
That's right. No, what that Crapgamer shit?
Oh, when he was talking about he was like low key.
Yeah, when he was like,
which one?
Like criticizing Microsoft for the first time.
Yeah. I saw. Yeah, about time he woke up. I mean, I've seen Crapgamer woke a couple times. The first time it bit him in the ass because Phil Spencer came and took his head off. But he was right about being concerned about Quantum Break being on PC or not being exclusive. He was right because at the end of the day, that exclusive would have helped sell Xboxes. Making it not exclusive and on PC hurt the Xbox. So he was right, but then Phil Spencer took his head off, and we was all clowning him because everybody wanted to see somebody take off Crapgamer head. And now he's back to doing it again. But I mean, he's part of the problem, and he can go ahead and criticize it now. But you should have been criticizing it ever since Phil Spencer took your head off. I would have been the biggest Xbox hater nigga after that since, because I'm like, nah, nigga, I'm a customer. How you gonna take my head off for me telling you facts about your company? Like, this is supposed to sell your Xbox, not mine. How are you taking my head off? So Crapgamer is Crapgamer. He just doing whatever makes him feel good. He's starting to feel the burn though. It's like it's only so much you can take. You watch Nintendo Direct and they dropping bombs like Super Smash Brothers and stuff like that, and then you go to the fucking Xbox inside and feel like going outside. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, King, let me ask you this: Do you think that that they do not truly understand that because there's been a change at the top with Xbox, that they're not understanding that when that happens, the priority changes. I've never heard anybody in the Xbox community say, look, you know, the priority for Xbox has changed. We got new leadership. So their priority changed. And I have not heard anybody in the Xbox community say that. You know?
Exactly. And I think I said this yesterday. I think on 6. I think I was on 6 podcast yesterday. 6 or Ryan's, one of those yesterday. We did a podcast marathon yesterday. All of us did. Damn, all of us still doing it. Fucking troopers. But I mentioned that very fact. I'm like, people got to understand that Phil Spencer is no longer the head of Xbox. His focus is no longer Xbox. His focus is gaming. And the guy, Booty, is the new focus of the Xbox. And people need to start asking questions about this man and what he's done and why he's even the leader, because he's a all digital guy. He's the one that made Minecraft into the digital money maker that it is. You know what I'm saying? Getting Xbox Live connected with that game. So if you got a Switch, you have to have an Xbox Live account to even, you know, play it online. So even if you want to Switch, so it's like people are too busy worried about Phil Spencer thinking he's closer to Nadilla. I'm like, bro, do you know that there was somebody in between Phil Spencer and Nadilla before that? It's like you never heard about that guy. You didn't hear what he was doing. You're not going to hear about what Phil Spencer is doing either, unless he goes on Twitter and acts like he gives a fuck. And it's just people are blind. They're too happy about Phil Spencer and thinking that that's going to make him make money. No, his focus is different. His focus is making money, just period. And he has to present that to Nadilla. If Nadilla feels like not making money, then that's what Phil Spencer has to bring him. We got new games. Phil Spencer not going to go to Nadilla and say, Nadilla going to be like, well, nigga, how much money did that cost us? Because we need to make money, bro. So that's why all these services are coming out. Microsoft has restructured its whole company. I guess people not realizing that shit, to where Windows isn't even the focus no more. It's all cloud. They're number one on the planet in cloud. They're making billions off of cloud. And cloud is a new thing that companies are using in all type of different ways. And they want to implement that this isn't King Thrasher saying, this is what they've said. They want to implement the cloud into every facet of Microsoft. And they've already done it for most of it. Now it's gaming's turn. And they're going to find a way to have Xbox do the same fucking shit, man. So I'm just sitting back and waiting. I'm eating Doritos. I don't even like Doritos, and I'm eating them and I'm waiting. You know what I'm saying?
How the fuck can you not like Doritos, bro?
Yeah, is Game Pass, is that cloud-based? Is that a cloud-based
Doritos all day.
Is Game Pass a cloud-based structure?
Games Pass is, yes, it is in a lightweight way, because it has a time restriction. Like if you don't play a game within 30 days or something like that, like it'll boot you out or something. I think it has a 30-day check-in, whatever you call it. It's a 30 instead of a 24-hour check-in, it has a 30-day one. And on top of that, Phil Spencer already announced the streaming service to be coming out in the next 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like I'm telling you, that's the way they're going. I'm thinking they're gonna hook up with Google. Google is gonna be the only new console that needs content, and Xbox is gonna hurry up and jump on that and put Games Pass on that month, or whatever the streaming service they're gonna make, and Games Pass. They're gonna try to hit them up first. I guarantee you. That's the only console that's really gonna accept shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Other than, PC, of course, but that's PC. But if Google's making the console and they ain't gonna have the content that they're gonna need, Microsoft is gonna be like, fuck that. We don't need to make hardware. Let's let Google spend that money on hardware, and we just deliver software and services and make money like that. Yeah. That's how King Thrasher do it. You know what I'm saying?
King, you rose a question before, and I'm gonna make light of it a little bit. You said, how did people wondering how that Booty character got his job? Well, since this is you were saying how Booty got his job.
Yeah. And
people want to question what he's doing.
Yeah.
You know how he got me? I'm thinking how he got his job. Maybe he gave out a lot of booty.
Hey, I'm telling you, his real name ain't Booty. Like his real name is Titties, but they call him Booty because
Titties. maybe he let people spin his titties too. Who knows?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Nah, but I mean,
I just had to do that.
I mean,
because you left that open,
I mean,
and I didn't want to cut
Phil was
nobody off,
probably
and I had
spilling
to
on
do that.
people. You know, Phil was spilling on them booties.
So he was giving it up. I don't know. That's how he got the nickname. I don't know.
It's crazy, man. But I don't know. Xbox guys they're in a fun place right now. Fun for me because I've been telling these niggas for the longest. And when you don't listen, and I see it come bite you in the ass, I'm gonna have fun with it because I tried to warn you before the bite came. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting back laughing at all of them.
Yeah, I think.
Listen, we all did. We all tried it.
Yeah.
I mean, I did. Fatal did.
Yeah.
You know, Craig did. Sick did. We all tried
All
to
of
do this shit.
Yeah, all of us. I seen it.
Thor. Shout out to Randall Thor. He said, I want to say, I think he may have been on P-Rock's podcast. He said, look, Xbox is going in a direction that a lot of people in the Xbox community are not going to like. And it's really starting to sink in now. But he said that months ago, like almost 5-6 months ago. And it's like, okay, this guy's got 1 million Xbox score. He pretty much knows what he's talking about. So it's like, okay, they're streaming a lot of their content now, which is fine. I'm not knocking what they're doing. So I mean, I don't mind what they're doing. They've done what they needed to do to survive, like any business. So and I'm fine with it. I like what they're doing. I mean, for me, like I said, that Game Pass, I know Fatal has said this, that Game Pass that's a godsend.
For somebody like myself, yeah.
Yeah, it's a god, and me too.
But Microsoft, when the fuck are you gonna fix my fucking streaming problem, you cunt?
Hey, when the hell they gonna get? When they gonna let us stop that beam shit and let us stream to YouTube?
I'm not sure about YouTube, but you can go on Twitch.
I know, but I know you
better
can
than
do
nothing.
Twitch. No, it is, but you get my point.
Yeah, no, yeah. I think Sony made that deal with YouTube. I think that's why YouTube hasn't been on Xbox yet, and probably never will.
Well, no, they're not on Xbox because Google's a direct competitor, and they do not want to use their competitor service.
Fucking Google, you.
They always got some excuse for something. Hey, shout out to Legend of Gamer in the chat. What's up, girl?
What's happening, Legend?
What up?
So
she's a big supporter of us. So she's a big supporter of us. So
yeah. So I just think I can't say that they're disappointed. It's just that they're realizing, and I think they've realized it before. They just didn't want to say it because anytime you got them in podcast, we were trying to think about ways to damage control this week. So it's obviously been a big riding joke to them. So
Craig, can you please rid me of my sins, dude?
Yes, my son. Let me go ahead and.
No, we gotta know these sins. We gotta know these sins.
You guys really want to know? Sick knows. And I
About-
showed a couple people fucking on Twitter exactly fucking what I deeply regret experiencing. Now, mind you, before I begin, before I show these screenshots and shit, I'll post them in the chat so people can see it for themselves. Keep this in mind that this is not only an Xbox thing. This is on other devices too as well. Sick, you know what I'm talking about.
But it's a console exclusive though, right?
I believe it is, but it's not just strictly Microsoft. It's basically Xbox.
No. But it's a console exclusive, right?
For an application, yes.
All right, cool. As
I
long
think
as
it
it's
is.
a console exclusive, go ahead.
Yeah, that's that. Okay, so I want everybody to click on this link that I'm about to post in Titanfall's chat. I want you guys to look at this, right? Look at this screenshot, and what's the first thing that comes to your mind? You look at this shit. Greg, I want you to click on that too as well, sir, because you are the one that's going to rid me of my sins.
All right, I gotta see the screenshot. Hold on.
Oh, let's see here what we got.
Now, mind you, this is not a game, people. This is an application. An app.
All right, it's an app. Okay, so you want to know what we thought of it.
Yeah. Just like the first thing that pops in your mind when you see something like that is an app, right?
It says boy bot.
Okay.
I don't know what is
it.
I got the nasty VR shit is perverted.
Okay, so now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to read what the description of this application does, okay, before I show you guys some screenshots.
Okay.
Boybot is a talking boy which you can teach funny jokes and control its behavior to prank your friends or or to create your virtual reality boyfriend. Right?
I was going to talk about this later. Go ahead, go for it.
If you need someone to talk to, chat with the virtual boyfriend simulator. He's always ready to talk and tell a funny story to entertain you, right? Use BoyBot, Talking Boy, to create your perfect virtual boyfriend or your best virtual friend, right? Now, let me show you guys in the chat what the fucking thing looks like. Oh, boy.
Console launch exclusive.
Yep, there you go. So that's what the game looks like. Not the game, sorry, the application looks like. All right, so I was like, you know what, dude, this shit can't be real. Fucking, so I downloaded the trial for it, right? Yeah, this is why I want fucking the Messiah of Xbox to rid my sins. So I launched the fucking application, okay? That's the first thing that pops up. It's the first thing that pops up, right? And you see your screen. Now, that little fucker in that box.
Wait. So you launched this boyfriend simulator application.
Yeah.
We're learning things today, folks.
No.
Go ahead.
First of all, Trash, shut your mouth. This is why I'm reading my sentence.
I got a problem with you now. Let me stop. Go ahead.
Let me finish. I'll get to my point. So, Sick Humor asked me fucking to ask it a question, and I did. And it responded with some weird ass shit, right? Because it uses like Microsoft Voice, fucking whatever you want to call it, text to speech shit. So then I asked it, I said, are you gay? Right? Just for laughs. I wanted to see what it said. It said some fucked up shit. And then I replied, I said it back to Sick, and Sick told me, he's like, so I take that as a yes. So I typed that in, and the fucker smiled, and I fucking quit the application and deleted that motherfucker. I was out.
Sorry.
I was out. That is why I need the Messiah. That is why I need the Messiah to rid my sins.
But you should have known that shit was going to happen once it said it was good. You could make it your boyfriend.
But that's the thing, right? Like I was sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, nah, bro, this, there's something wrong with it. And worst of all, it's got fucking microtransactions in it.
Ah, shit.
you buy XP points in order for you to fulfill certain questions.
Games as a service.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Service.
Hey, arousal at a service is what I'm saying. What the fuck is happening
I need you to cleanse my sins, my fucking.
But keep in mind, they didn't want Hellblade on Xbox.
Put that shit.
They didn't. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that shit on Xbox? It's on Xbox?
Microsoft refused Hellblade.
No way.
Yes, they did. I guess they didn't like the subject.
Wait,
they didn't like the subject of mental awareness and of a badass girl with a badass sword who low-key I'd smash even if she is crazy, I'd smash that shit and ask her what her voices are saying. But it doesn't make sense at the end of the day. It doesn't make sense to deny a game that good. They won awards.
You know why? You know why they denied it? Because most of the people that are in the community, okay, have some issues, and they don't want to bring it to light.
Say that. Damn, you just took the words right out of my mouth. They don't want their consumers to become self-aware.
We got Bear choking over there. Poor Bear.
I'm sorry, dude. I can't wrap my mind that Microsoft allows applications like that to go on the fucking storefront page, man. Like, it just blows my mind away. I mean, yeah, it's an application, but still, like, would you guys ever see something like that being released on the PS4?
Hell no.
Didn't think so.
Well, we got a rapey simulator or some shit like that.
Yeah, but they pulled that. They pulled that shit. They pulled that, but that was a game. I'm talking about an app.
But the thing is, Bear, you got a good point that they wouldn't allow that that they shouldn't allow it. Only because you got kids playing on the fucking Xbox. It's something these kids do not need to have an application that they could just download and do this and make them think crazy shit.
Now,
let the kids be kids.
Now, I even said the Sick 2 as well. I'm like, okay, well, you got BoyBot. Where the fuck is GirlBot? If GirlBot was there, I'd fuck with that. I mean, okay, hold on. Let me see what I say first.
No, you got a good point. They're gonna do what that sounds kind of suspicious that they only have a BoyBot and said make it your boyfriend. Okay. Seriously, because most of the gamers most of the gamers are guys. So
Yes.
what are you saying about the guy gamers now?
Exactly my point. Now, okay, here's the thing, right? Cortana. Has anybody actually sat down and actually had a conversation with her?
Not me.
Crickets. Take that as a no. I decided.
Nah. You did it. Oh,
Just
nigga,
for
my
the-
girl talked too much already, man. That's what
Dude, I'm a lonely fat Canadian in the igloo, man. So bear with me, okay? Here's the thing, right?
Oh shit!
Cortana herself, dude, man. No, but I really wanted to see how much of an effort Microsoft put into this fucking AI thing, right? Because she's like Siri, just for on the console and PC side. Now, here's the thing. Now, what I'm going to admit to is definitely you guys are going to be questioning yourself. And let me tell you one thing right now. No, I would never fucking AI. But I wanted to say it only out of pique of curiosity to see if Microsoft would actually put any form of details or any form of thing, because you know damn well somebody will eventually ask that question. And let me tell you, Microsoft did not fucking prove me wrong. When I sat there and had a conversation, the video is on my fucking Twitch channel. It's not going anywhere. I uploaded the video to Twitch of me having a conversation with Cortana. You can't hear me say anything, but you can see what I'm saying because it types it out in the box, blah, 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 blah. When I asked, if I asked her, I said, yo, hey, Cortana, can I fuck you? She replied back with, nope.
Damn.
She knew what I was saying. Microsoft programmed her that because they knew damn well that somebody was going to ask that question.
Well, don't they think that's the same question of Boybot?
Yeah.
The party just got real.
I don't even want to know if that's even the thing there, Titan, to be quite honest. And I'm not re-downloading it to try it for myself. Fuck that. No.
So
Hell no.
you're saying that's an app on the Xbox?
That is an app on the Xbox. Yes, you will only find that Boybot under the app category under new apps on the Xbox One.
Well, wow. Well, I mean, yeah, if you try a new app, fine, but yeah, that's some crazy stuff by Microsoft. They may have to they may have to adjust some things on that one. It sounds crazy.
Now, to be fair, Cortana is kind of creepy though in a way, because like when you ask her certain things, dude, and like she answers it like fairly decently, man, it's just like, bitch.
Yeah, she asked her if she was a blonde. She said redhead.
Hey, what's up, Ryan?
What up there, Ryan? But I asked her if I could fuck her, and she said no. So Microsoft put details into that category.
All right, now that Ryan's here, he hasn't been here. We're gonna skip this for 1 second because I want to know his thoughts on that Crapgamer situation.
Yeah, what did he do? I had forgot about that. What did he do?
Oh, he actually bashed Microsoft.
Oh, so he stopped snorting that shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now it's a little too late. Now it's a little too late to cry. I'll tell you right now. If you really cared about Xbox, I'm telling you right now, he would have said something months ago, years ago, rather. Right? This console's been out since 2013. Right? This console came out in 2013. We got a new console that came out last year, and we're getting ready to get a new one. And you still have not gotten that AAA blockbuster title. You still haven't gotten that must-have game for the console. Pretty obvious. Something's going on.
I'm not going to say anything.
Ryan, you've been saying everything we all said. It should have been said a long time ago.
Yep.
You're saying the same thing everybody else said. I mean, but like we also said earlier, and Fatal, he called it. Is this shit going to happen when E3 comes out?
Oh, speaking
of, they're gonna backstep and all of a sudden wave the green flag again.
Yeah. Oh, I don't mean to interrupt you here, but the dude Duncan, you're unprofessional. You can suck my nuts. There you go.
Oh shit! Ooh, well, this is the podcast to do to that. Go ahead.
That dude is on the roll today, boy.
He is. He's actually cracking me up. He's fucking hilarious, dude.
Not hilarious. I'm just informative. Thank you very much.
Fucking facts. Now, to me personally, if I didn't have an Xbox, right, and I'm gonna be 100% honest, man. And fucking right now, if I didn't have an Xbox, Sea of Thieves would have been my game to go to buy an Xbox. Oh, and I mean that. No word of a fucking lie.
Want to slap you in the face.
No, dude. No. Okay, fine. And I'll even give you the privilege to do so if you actually met me in person. Here's the thing, right?
Bro,
that is a game that attracts me.
I saw you buy Sea of Thieves in front of me.
No. Well, no, unless you're an OBJ who got shot out of a cannon there today. But the thing of it is,
I would.
Here's the thing. Sea of Thieves for me is an attraction piece for me, right? That's what attracts me. Something like that would easily attract me to the console. You know what attracted me to fucking to the Wii? Not Mario, not Zelda. You know what game did? I don't even remember at this point. It's been a long time since I played
Crapgamer because he was doing too much clickbait. Question: How long you unsubscribed from it? This I got here. This is the $1 million question. How long was this?
How long?
Yeah, how long was this that you unsubbed from Crapgamer?
He's on a delay, so he's probably just hearing that shit now.
Shit! I unsubbed him a long time ago after I got off his podcast.
Almighty, so how you gonna unsubscribe from your own brother? That's fucked up.
You know how long I've been unsubscribed to him?
He ain't my brother. What are you talking about?
He's talking to the.
All right, now you want to talk some trash, huh?
I'll tell you guys how long I've been on sub to Crapgamer since fucking the very beginning of YouTube.
Yeah, I've never subscribed to that.
Yeah, because the very first time when I saw that Dumbledore looking douchebag, fucking, I was just like, no.
My thing is this: how do you fall for the same title over and over and over and over and over again? How do you fall for that?
Willful ignorance.
Xbox gets
you just met one there, OBJ. Sorry to say, you just met one.
It's epic.
Well, you guys got to realize, when I first came into YouTube a couple of years ago, I was invited there because of Next Gen. Okay, so I was on the podcast, but that was like I went on there November, December. Mm-hmm. By February, I was done. I realized this ain't the right shit for me. It ain't going right. I'm not going to be a boss person. I was brought here to speak my mind, not allowed to talk, being talked over. So I just did my own shit.
It's funny how they took down that live stream when you went off on them. I was like, damn. I was pissed.
Oh yeah, of course they're gonna take it down.
I would have archived that. Like, no. He was like, that's bullshit, crap. That's bull.
Because just like I told him, I did a video about him, and I said, because he kept saying, "Oh, just go in the kitchen and make me something to eat." I said, "I'm gonna show you where the kitchen is. I'm gonna show you a frying pan over your fucking." Well, I told him, I'm gonna show you the frying pan over your fucking head too. Mm-hmm. I'll show you where the kitchen is. You're gonna make the princess a motherfucking sandwich the way I want it.
Damn,
and I'll show you the frying pan.
That nigga was on some extra
head with it, and then you're gonna cook with it.
Go in there and make me a cheese sandwich and cut up the edges because they cut my lips.
Crash in here. Like, damn. What's up, boy?
Nigga, I've been in here. You
okay?
You up there with me?
Titanfall. I have probably one of the most funniest fucking articles that you have to fucking see to believe. This is fucking retarded, okay? Look, as much as I like fucking Sea of Thieves, this takes the cake for me, okay? This is fucking hysterical. Just listen to this headline, okay? Sea of Thieves shows how Microsoft can sail past PlayStation exclusives games lineup.
Oh shit! I was just drinking water. I just almost choked.
Yo, I didn't get when I first read this. I didn't get past the word "past," and Sick was just like, "No, I don't want to hear the rest of it."
You gotta warn me when you say something that crazy. If I'm
dude, no, I shit you not. This is an actual article. I'm gonna post this in the chat right now. That article exists.
You send me up with messages. Oh god. Damn.
Oh my god. Come on now. I'm sorry. No. No. No.
But okay. There's only one section I want to read. It's like a fucking couple sentences. I gotta get this. I just gotta say this.
All right, go ahead. No, go ahead.
It says right here. It says rumors have been swirling that Microsoft is looking to acquire game studios to beef up its selection of exclusive games, which I'll believe it when I see it. But the company has no need to produce as many exclusives as Sony. If Sea of Thieves and future games can keep players engaged for months, Microsoft can close the gap with these titles.
It must be amazing to live in Narnia.
Sony currently leads in the console space, but games like Sea of Thieves are how Microsoft could win in the future.
Hey, how long has Microsoft been closing this gap though? From what I'm seeing,
nothing.
It's just getting bigger. But every game they come out with, Microsoft closed the gap. Oh, Phil Spencer's going to have a Gamescom who's going to close the gap.
Oh, you retweeted their Legend of Gamer? Good. I'm glad that you did, because people need to see that shit. Because what I just read off, dude, man, look, as much as I like the game, it's fucking ludicrous.
But Bear, I got to tell you something. I just went to look up that article. I can't find it. They must have taken it down. Damage control.
No, it's right there. I just posted it in the chat. I just posted
it.
No. Those links break when you post them in the chat.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, here, then I'll post it in here.
Okay.
Then. I'll
Post it in the Google
Hangout.
Hangout. Go to the chat.
There you go. There you go. Right there. Right there. It's right there in the flesh and blood, man. It's a real.
No, I'm not saying it was wrong. I just wanted to laugh my ass off again. So I said, let me go look it up. And it's not popping up.
No, it's there. Yep. Just click that link I posted in the Google Hangout chat now.
Well, I'm going to check your shit out, but I couldn't find it. So I'm wondering if they took, they tried to cover it up with some damage control.
Why do I hear Thrasher's lame intro in the background?
No, yeah, you would think that they would do something
my
like
bad.
that.
I forgot to. I'm making a video.
Yeah, yes, mute that. Your intro sucks. Nah, it's fine.
It
Yeah,
does.
doesn't look at that. Just retweeted it for you there, Nancy, on Twitter.
Yeah, make
But it sounds like that writer's opinion is that if they can keep people engaged, they don't have to keep putting games out. And that could be Microsoft's plan. We keep them online. We just keep them engaged over here. They're not going to be saying, okay, we're finished. We need something else to play. Whereas, Sony, since it's concentrating more on the single player aspect, they're like, well, once you get done, you're done. You're going to put it away and never play it again. So that's kind of what that article seems like. That's what it's slanting. So you have to wait and see. I mean, if Sea of Thieves outsells God of War or something like that, fine.
Oh, motherfucker. Yo, dude. Okay, let me just say this for the record.
I think the Messiah needs an aspirin or something.
He's got a nice hypothesis there, so we'll have to wait and see.
If Sea of Thieves fucking were to ever actually outsell God of War retail wise, I will eat dog shit.
Oh.
Now you
know why? He's that confident. He's that confident ain't gonna happen. That's why he said
not
that.
Going to happen in a fucking million years.
Oh, bro, there's 3 people gonna buy this shit a piece. Come on, man.
No, I'll do this. If Sea of Thieves fucking manages to beat out retail wise, God of War
everybody's
first
week.
No. If God of War if Sea of Thieves outsells God of War within the first week, retail wise, not digital or whatever you want to call it, or not that fucking bullshit numbers you're gonna see from Game Pass, but retail numbers, I will I will do something stupid. I will legit do something stupid because it ain't gonna happen.
I got a question, but you don't get retail numbers all the time from Microsoft. So how are you gonna know?
Well, MPD numbers, we're gonna get MPD numbers. You know what I mean? That kind of shit.
They don't like to put out their retail numbers.
MPD is only going to be for America, though. I mean, you only going to lock it down to America.
Oh, wait, no, that is for America.
Create other things too as well and shit like that.
And you ain't going to get those worldwide numbers. Yep.
See, that's the thing. That's why I'm
Actually,
asking.
you'll get the worldwide numbers before you get the MPD numbers.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
All the media crate numbers and the UK chart numbers, you get that.
Yep.
That's true.
It ain't that shit ain't happening.
I'm going to say, I said we were going to. This was one of the the new title of this podcast. You guys weren't here before. Is here we go with that shit again, because I didn't want to put shit up there, because if I put the title shit up there, YouTube might take it down and say, oh, it's against the rules.
Right.
But we were only supposed to do this. We said it was going to be, like 1 or 2 subjects, topics. It was only supposed to be like a 40-minute thing.
Damn.
Guys, it's almost 8 o'clock already. We're having so much fun and bringing out
Yeah, that's my bad. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
I
bring that liveness. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I bring that fun and games.
I know you do. I know you. That's why I brought you in.
So, Titan, let me ask you a question. Are you slightly hungover from last night?
Who, me? Hell yeah. I got a podcast to do right now.
Motherfucker, is your name Titan?
For an hour, But I got to set my shit up and all this shit. So, man, we've been on a fucking rampage.
Huh?
I'm telling you.
Did this fool say the Xbox has 70 million? Wait, what?
Huh?
What? Dude, Duncan.
Oh, come on, man. Just let
What?
that dude talk to
Just let that shit go. I'll just let that shit go. Yeah, I wouldn't even want to talk. I'll let him live in this happy world with Cheerios and
my boy
chocolate.
Craig is here. You might want to burn that shit, bro. I mean that. You might want to burn that shit up.
there's been a FOIA act found against Microsoft, so we're gonna find out exactly how much they have.
I want to give a humongous shout out to fucking the sick humor for being the ultimate digger boy.
The what?
The
What?
ultimate nigger boy?
No, digger. Digger.
Nigga, you are surrounded by niggas. You gotta make sure that it's clean.
First of all, trash. First of all, trash.
You know I had to fuck with you, Pedro. I know what you're saying, my nigga. You know I had to fuck with you.
No. And the reason why I'm saying that sick is the ultimate digger. This is the motherfucker, the only guy that can sit there and dig a hole.
Say it again.
Fucking like dig a hole like 50 fucking feet with nowhere to go.
No, he gonna low key say it again. No, I'm done.
You know what? Fine. You know what? Fine. Let me Canadianize that.
Let me Canadianize it.
Let me go ahead and Canadianize that. And say,
low key say it.
No. Sick is the fucking. I have to give props to Sick for being the best miner. Fucking even that sounds wrong.
Yo, that's the proper word.
Yeah, but that sounds wrong too as well. It's like I'm making fun of his age or some shit.
You don't care.
Or that he's good at doing physical labor. He's the best physical laborer, you know.
They don't care about his age. Yo,
Sick is the only person so far.
Man, y'all leave goddamn.
It's all good. Hey, you know, at this point, there, Sick. I'm fucking used to it, dude. Trust me, I'm used to it. Here's the thing, man. This is the guy who can sit there and dig holes in the fucking ground to go nowhere and bitch about that it's going nowhere.
Oh, Nick, I got a question.
Yeah.
The hole you fell into last night when we were playing is the one you dug?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
No, it happened today again, did it not?
I'm sorry, I can't get down my head. You could have said shoveler or something. You said digger. Oh,
but I'm not saying that as an
enemy. You could have said shoveler. You could have said treasure finder. I mean, come on.
It was the first thing that popped into my head. Because he's digging holes, and digging is a word, so I said digger.
You just slapped.
Oh, he said it again. Said it again.
Wow.
Jack don't come.
I'm telling my mother, man.
First of all,
I'm telling my mother.
What did you say? My mother.
Where'd you call that motherfucker?
Oh shit! Now I want to tell you something.
Yo, Trailer Park Boys is the shit.
Somebody get the T-Rex.
I'm gonna tell you. We're gonna be ending this now, okay? Because it's went on a long time. But you guys are welcome to come back to the next. Here we go with that CHIT again next week. If you want to come on, you're more than welcome. Okay. Because this went excellent. I love how it went. I love you guys for bringing your shit to the table and talking some real shit. And I think we all work well together. I think this would be perfect.
You say digger, that's all I gotta say.
Yo, man.
Don't say digger.
Sick is sick. I have mad respect for you, man, for digging those holes, man.
There it goes again. Say the word again.
What are you talking about, man?
Stop because I'm hurting over here.
Sick was digging to nowhere, man. You could say he's a stupid digger. You know what I'm saying?
He was, dude. I looked down on the ground and that motherfucker's like 150 meters away from me, dude.
Let me not say that because YouTube would fuck around and fuck around. And take it the wrong way. And shit. You know
I think it was that big ass glass eye this motherfucker.
No, all she needs is a shovel to every time somebody say digger. There you go. I'll fix it.
Yo, dude, if you be able to customize your own goddamn shovel or mine pick in that game, that's exactly what you would have to call your mining pick there. Fucking sick. The digger. Look at that.
Oh, you said it again.
No, damn it. Just look at the chat. The chat alone says it. My dude said digger, please. Come on, bro.
Well, but that's not what I mean.
Hey, I'm a trendsetter.
You are a troublemaker, but that's okay. That's why we want you here.
Yo, we gotta stream that shit though. We gotta stream that shit though, sick man. Seriously, you people want to see it.
Yeah. Let Titan Farm go. She gotta go and shit. Nigga, it's 8. Nigga, the fuck? Nigga, she trying to Netflix and chill. What her doing? Nigga, let her
go.
I said one thing. I said one fucking thing, and this guy's like fucking bitching at me for like longer than I just said. Go ahead and end it.
Nigga, you know your one things do last 30 minutes. You do realize.
Yo, okay, you know what you can do? I'll give you a shovel and you can dig my shit. How about that?
Hey, go get your digger to do it, bro. Come on.
Oh shit! Oh my god, I can't breathe. Oh, I can't breathe. Oh my god, you guys are too much. Oh, give me a second. I'm trying to breathe, and my ribs laughing so hard. So my cheeks.
Oh. I break spleens with my jokes. I break spleens. That's what I do.
I get drunk.
Hey, we can do outros while we waiting for you to recover. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, go ahead. Outros. Go ahead. Whoever wants to go first, go ahead.
In the podcast. There you go.
Yeah, I'm your boy.
That'll be fatal. That'll be fatal.
Black slap ejecto, cuz.
I am the fucking. I got myself cleansed today, so thank you for that, there, Mr. Messiah.
Anytime, my son.
You fucking. By the way, your whole tastes like shit, by the way.
Hey, you know what? With all those terms he was using, you should have said, "That's okay, boy."
For real.
See, yo, I will give you props on that though, Kings. You did definitely start that trend.
I did. I'm a trendsetter. Trust.
I will definitely fucking give you props on that. But thanks for having me on your show again. I appreciate it. And I'm going
back
to digging.
What do you keep saying that for?
I don't fucking know. It's a bad habit. It's a bad habit.
It's a bad habit now.
It's a bad habit.
Hey, you get a pass. You get a pass because you're Canadian. Don't even trip, bro.
There you go.
Okay.
That's my excuse for everything. That's my excuse for everything.
Go ahead, Ryan.
Going back to digging.
Yo, Ron Professional, what's going on? Thank you, Time for Princess, for having me on. Appreciate it.
Anytime.
The 7 deities might return later on tonight. Stay tuned.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
Go ahead, Sick.
Oh, well, this your boy Penn from Sick Humor TV, and I am the digger.
I just stopped the dog from coming here. You go away. Eat it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for attending the podcast. We would definitely.
Dude, why are you talking like that?
Huh?
Why are you talking like that?
He said, "Huh?"
No, but
like somebody had a gun to his face and sound white.
Y'all burnt up today,
he's
man.
a little cyber boyfriend. He ain't like your cyber boyfriend.
Whoa.
Hey, his man voice. Hey, that man voice came out real quick. Whoa. Wait a minute there. God, relax.
I'm already the digger now. I gotta be the nah.
Yeah.
I'm just the digger.
I'll take digger and walk away.
Man said it's that glass eye.
Yep, he's the glass-eyed digger, dude. There you go.
Y'all burnt up, man.
Hold on. Is the pig fucker talking?
What?
I'm saying.
I told you already, man. For the 100th time, I don't fuck pigs.
Yeah, we cleared that up. We cleared that up on Ryan.
True. You got a glass eye, Phil?
What? No, he doesn't.
Nah. What?
Glass eye? You ain't got glass eye?
No, I don't have.
No, that's like the 40th time you hear that. Yo, Sick got a glass eye. What are you talking about? You got a glass eye?
No, it's a running joke from.
What, you the Monopoly guy?
Yeah.
Nah, it's a running joke from CHIT.
Hey, actually, he never had a monocle, man. That's a Mandela effect. Fucking. Look it up. Shit. Bro, I can do my outro.
I got sick, allergic to your bullshit before you even started talking.
Hey, literally. That's why I heard you walk in. You was coughing. You think it's bullshit, but it's really awesomeness. It has like a gravity. Then it spreads like germs. You know what I'm saying? And when you came in, you became awesome, and the shock from it hurt you. You know what I'm saying? So trust me, it does. I'll show you a graph. Don't even trip. I'll show you the graph. But what's up, y'all? It's King Glass Gaming, man. Y'all niggas know what it is. Let me go ahead and do my outro because I got to do my roundtable podcast today. Another hour. You know what I'm saying? Finishing up my little video. Yeah, the best table, nigga. It's the square when you get there because you square it up. But
what you talking about? RGT all day, brother. RGT all day. Mondays, bro. Those Monday nights. We kill those Monday nights.
Hey, that's right. I know about those. I came and lit it up for you.
Monday night. Better make sure you want the next one again, brother.
I'll think about. I'll think about it if y'all can afford.
Let me tell you something. Since you a Nintendo dude, if you don't show up, I'm gonna slap you in the head with a turtle shell.
If y'all don't let Titanfall go to sleep or Netflix and chill or whatever she needs to do,
she can sleep whenever. I don't care about that. You be on the shit Monday. Don't laugh.
Oh, so you don't care?
We shall see. I work. I have jobs, and I have one woman. You know what I'm saying? I have one woman, and she's clingy as fuck.
No,
she's static clean status. She
is
is
not clingy.
She is.
Bro, she be throwing.
Trust me.
Is she a Tide Pod eater?
Nigga, no. She told me.
Bro, she threw.
I didn't let her come over. My nigga, like.
What are you talking about?
hey, you see how fast I gotta get? I gotta act like got there. When she get here, I gotta be a little to get offline, and she's like, "All right, y'all, I gotta finish washing dishes." Shit, you know what? Shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because she want to watch.
So she breaks dishes to make you do dishes. Damn.
Basically, nigga. Basically.
That's scary.
All right, nigga. It's all right. That's the price you pay for putting it down, nigga.
Imagine when she parked the car.
You guys leave King alone. Let him do his outro. You keep picking on the guy.
Damn, Jesus!
Hey, I'll do it for him.
I feel so hurt. I feel like
I'm out in the schmound table.
I feel like a dig. I feel like a digger, man. But I gotta go do my thing.
You digging that hole for yourself, brother. Digging that hole.
I gotta go do my thing, and y'all can come high. And Ryan will be in the chat room hating as he normally does. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, too busy laughing.
Back through here, I'll be. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Spend a little time with her and chill with her.
They're doing that 9, right?
See y'all niggas next week. Perhaps.
My man said this is the Ghetto Will podcast. I'm done.
No, you better come next week, or I'll get a hold of her and tell her to give you more chores. So how does that sound?
Damn, Jesus Christ. Hey, man, you tell her to give me more chores. She's like, oh, he gonna do more chores?
Hey, if you
we gonna clean. Clean what up?
I'm gonna rip up a lab.
Last we got Craig. Go ahead, do your outro, Craig.
Yeah, it's Craig Harris. Follow me on Twitter, Craig Harris 456, the Messiah of X. And thanks for having me and good podcast. Appreciate it.
No, what do you mean? You're another one. You're just like Fatal. You know, your ass belongs here. Cut that shit out.
Okay.
But anyway, this is a Titanfall princess. I want to tell everybody, please, subscribe to everybody that was on the panel. I mean, they got some good shit. They talk real shit. They don't sugarcoat nothing. Please check out their channels and sub them. And, hit up Jordan Dizzle, too, because he's trying real hard out there. Give him a break, all right? But it's Titanfall princess. And for all you fanboys out there that don't like what we say, kiss my royal princess ass. I'm out of here.
You've got to say they love you, but okay.
Pass, bitches.